National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. There he goes, left side. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First and 10, it's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Stroud off the play fake. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Texans at 500, sitting at 5-5, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
3rd and 1, Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw. And a short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Rolling to his right.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Richardson's throw complete there to Johnson. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Play action. Stroud now. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 3rd and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Taking it about the 36. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Now Stroud. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
19 Lions.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Take back. 18. Pioneer. Let go.
Stroud.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready? Panther streak! Panther streak!
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stroud backed up near his goal line. To the right side and caught by Dell. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Dragon 60! Check smash! Check smash! Ready?
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Take it at the 37. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. And taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, 57 yards. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Inside the 10.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Colts get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Texans 14. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Warrior 70. Ready.
Here goes Stroud again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's go
In
now.
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Here's Stroud.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Set, hurt. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
95 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
A gain of 5. And the Colts first down.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3.
Check. Come 19. Come 19.
At the 28-yard line.
Let go.
On second down, it's Stroud.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Stroud off the play fake.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. Richardson going to change the play here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go
and
now.
that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
And they'll hand off to Hull.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long for Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up